Hey, I'm Weston Reuter, and I want to demo some new workflows that are possible when using the customizer for managing content. This here is a fresh site with a child theme of 2017 active, and it has a couple plugins activated, including customize posts and customize snapshots. And as well, I have added a couple test posts, and as you can see from this child theme, that it also displays featured images in this panel, whereas the normal 2017 theme does not. So I want to create a new post using the customizer. First thing you see, since I have a static front page set, the customize post plugin will auto expand the section for the front page. So let's actually start by modifying the homepage page to be a little bit more engaging. Welcome to my site, my homepage, my site. And with that done, let's also then now go up to posts panel and add new post. I'm going to create a post about Toronto. I have some content from Wikipedia, and I've already uploaded an image that I want to use as the featured image. Now this looks similar to what you would see when you click the preview button in the edit post screen. The big difference being that the featured image here can be previewed, whereas when you preview from the edit post screen, the featured image and also the page template can't be previewed. They're either set live or they're not set at all when previewing. The other big change that the customizer allows for is to navigate around your site and see those changes as they appear in other templates. So I just created a new post in this change set. It's not live yet. And if I go to the home page, I can then see that this new post appears right here in the blog. Previously, this was the most recent post, but now I have this post about Toronto. And in this context, I can make additional changes, like keep changing the featured image to be something else, or I can change the title. But then I can also, since we're inside of a customization session, I can be editing other content as well. So let's edit the Three Sisters title as well. And here I can then see in this context the line wrapping, and I can craft my title so that it appears on one line. And I can change the featured image of this to be something else. And this truncated excerpt is coming from the content, so I'll provide something that's a little bit more crafted. And again, normally you wouldn't be able to preview the excerpt change because the excerpt isn't normally displayed on the singular template. But since you can view the post as it appears on the home page, and the post appears in the loop on the home page, you can then see what the excerpt looks like, and I can then go in as well and see what that new featured image looks like in this context as well. And so I've made 3 changes. I've modified the homepage title, the page on front's title and content. I've added a new post with a featured image, and I've modified the featured image of an existing post and I changed the title and the excerpt. So now I'll save a draft. This UI here is provided by the customize-snapshots plugin. And I'll give it a title of this is like a commit message, basically, to give you an idea of what you did in that customization session. And you can then view, similarly to how you can hide controls here, you can then actually go to the actual front end of the site and view all those changes without being inside the customizer at all. And so here you can see I have the modified homepage, page on front, and I have the new post that I added and the post I modified. You can go in and look at that post here. I can look at the other post I modified. And all of these changes, again, are inside that customizer session. So if I exit previewing that change set, you can see that the page on front hasn't been changed. The new post that I created hasn't been added. The featured image for that previous post is the same. So I've made multiple changes inside that change set, and none of those changes are live. They're all grouped together. So if I go in and look at all the change sets that I have right now, you can see this is the one I just created. And if I inspect that one, you can see that it has 5 settings inside of it. This is kind of a power user view currently in the customize-snapshots plugin, but you can see that I've modified the page on front, modified the Three Sisters post, and I added this new post about Toronto, and then I supplied a featured image, or modified this featured image for the previous post that existed, and I added a new featured image for the post that I just created. And so I can then take this this change set, and I can actually, let's just log out in this other screen here. Log out. If I reload, this, as I am an unauthenticated user, I can click around the site and I can see how it looks in that customized change set context, even though I am not logged in. And that allows you to share a URL with a stakeholder who needs to sign off on some new section of the site, for example, and they can do that even without having a WordPress account, just by having this URL with the change set UUID. So let me log back in, and let's go back to my change sets, and let's go continue modifying that same change set that I already created. So let's go modify the title to be something a little better. My cool site, not just another WordPress site. Save draft, and if I again preview that, I can see the updated site title and tagline are there. The previous change that I'd made to the front page is there. The new post that I created is there. But again, all these changes are not live yet. If I exit the preview, I can see the original titles there. Everything is the same. And I just had, if I inspect that change set again, you can see that now it has these 2 additional settings that I have modified. And if I go in here, I can, from this screen, I can publish it right away, and all these changes will go live. I can schedule this to go live at a certain date. like Saturday night. And I can also go into the customizer and I can, in the same way, schedule that change set to go live. But for now, I'll just publish it and view my site. And you can see all the changes that I've made are now live. I've modified multiple posts and pages at once, and everything is bundled together. Everything is batched together in a single change set. So all those settings are live at once. They're all previewed together, and this allows you to essentially eliminate the need for a separate staging environment. This customize snapshots, customize posts, and other extensions on top of the customizer. And the customizer, in general, eliminates the need for having a separate staging environment, and it brings the staging environment to your production environment. So I want to make clear that the customized posts user interface that you see here is definitely not intended to be the be-all end-all for what it looks like to manage content in the customizer. We're definitely going to be looking to replace this with the new components that are being developed right now in the Gutenberg project. But I wanted to give you a demo of what would be possible when you do manage content in the customizer and the new workflows that are then possible. Thanks.